sometimes that is better.
Hollywood Guys throwing 5 in there as well. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Saying, Jake, do you think Scream 7 might be the final story? And will Scream 8 have new writers and new directors? Well, yes, to the overall question. I think that they're going to market 7 as the final chapter. But as we know from many other horror franchises, including Friday the 13th and Saw, it's never ogre. And yes, I just said ogre there, but it's never over. It's never the final chapter. You're lying to yourself if you think it's the final chapter, but they will market it this way, and that's cool. That's whatever. It's not really scaring me. I'm still going to see it, you know? It's not going to make me a shake and quiver in my boots like, oh man, there's no more Scream. It's a lie. If you think that Scream 7 is the last one, false. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. If this one makes a bunch of money, which it will, it'll make over $100 million. I mean, even Halloween Ends made $100 million. This is going to make at least $100 million. I would be shocked if it doesn't make way more than that. They'll make a Scream 8 in the future. It all comes down to how this last one is received, though. Because when you put out a movie that is just too different or loses some of the greatest values of your franchise, your respective franchise that you're working in, that kills a franchise. Halloween Ends might mean the end of the Halloween franchise for a little while. We'll get another one eventually, but it's going to be a bit. I look back to Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie. I personally like the film, but some people don't. And it's so different. It's pushing the boundaries so far. It loses a lot of things about those original movies that we all loved and kind of went its own way and did something completely different. But I think they did something effective and fun, and it's more of a Rob Zombie story at the end of the day, which I appreciate. But it's something so out there for Halloween fans. They were like, what the fuck? Like what is this? I don't even know what it is. Killed the franchise for 9 years. Nightmare on Elm Street, I think, is the biggest franchise. Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, I should specify, is the biggest franchise killer that I've ever seen. Like, we still have not gotten a new Nightmare movie since 2010, and a lot of us want one too. A lot of us want to see Freddy on the big screen again. I want to see Jason on the big screen again, but that's for a different reason. Legal battle, which I don't like talking about because, man, this channel is not about law, I'll tell you that much. I am not Better Call Saul, my friends. I really think that it comes down to the overall reception of Scream 7. I'm mildly worried because a lot of requel trilogies these days blow it in the third movie, most times more often than not. Even like Jurassic World, I enjoyed the first one, the second one was meh, and then the third one was like, this is unwatchable. What are you doing, Jurassic World Dominion? Come on, man. I bet that killed the franchise for a little while. We may not see another one of those for a long time. And that makes me sad. So I really hope they stick the landing here and they write something that genuinely feels like a good final chapter and wraps up the story with our new characters, legacy characters alike. And then we can move on to a brand new story with Scream 8, which some people may not like, but why are we coming back for new movies if it's not for good stories? You know, I mean, you got to ask yourself at the end of the day, are you just coming back for Scream 7 to see Gale Weathers on the big screen? If that's the case, I mean, that's just not, I don't know. I can't get into that personally. I don't go to see a brand new movie just because there's an actress or actor that I like in it. I'm also expecting a good story. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm fucking hyped every time I see Mia Goth in something. I think she's incredible, but I've also seen movies with her that I don't really care for. I'm not a big fan of Suspiria 2018 personally. It's fine. It's fine in my opinion. The original's way better. But Mia Goth's in it. Does that mean it's the best thing ever? No, not necessarily. I think she's amazing in Pearl, Infinity Pool, and X. Point being, I want to see good stories. And if that means the legacy characters are not involved anymore, that's okay with me. If that means that 7 is the final chapter with the legacy characters and we finish that story, I'm all right with that. That's fitting, in my opinion. If we get one more story with Sidney Prescott centered around her family and also the legacy characters, I'll take it. That's the final chapter of the original Scream. Let's move on to something in the future with brand new characters and not try to rope in past characters into that. Like, if we do get a Scream 8, I don't want to see the characters that we're focusing on right now in that movie. I think a trilogy with these new characters is perfect. That's good. That's all we need. That is a nice arc throughout multiple movies. Cool. But start fresh with new characters in Scream 8. Give us brand new types of characters, brand new kinds of Randys and Randys, Sydneys, Gales, all that shit in Scream 8 when we finally do get that sometime in the future. That's just my thoughts on it, though. Some people don't like to hear that because we all love the legacy characters, of course. But I don't like when stories get so drawn out to the point where it doesn't even make sense anymore. It'll turn into Fast and Furious if we just keep snowballing with characters, and nobody wants that. I love me some Dom Toretto, but my God, Fast X did not make a lick of sense. And I don't want that to happen for Scream. Scream is better than that, my friends. So let's hope for the best moving into the future, whatever that means. Not even necessarily that, just the best for the franchise. Hollywood Guy, thank you for the $5, my friend, and thank you for another $2. Holy shit, Hollywood Guy, you're incredible. You're on fire tonight. I dig it. Saying, how about a spring break setting in Miami? I am all about that, my friend. Oh, I'm down for it. Some people are like, Jake, you can't set a Scream movie in a tropical setting. Ghostface's robe would get way too hot, and you're right. But there is such thing as nighttime, my friends, and inside locations. You could do all of the chase scenes at night, outside, or indoors. Why not? What's wrong with that? Have Ghostface get another costume, too. A fucking tank top. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. You got to cover up the whole body, or you know who it is. You know what I mean? You get an idea just from looking at the arms. It's like, oh, that's clearly this fella over there with the big arms. Or that's the little fella over there because they got little arms. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with arms right now, but that's kind of just where I'm at. Yes to this, though. I would be down for it. I think a Scream film in a tropical setting is totally possible. It would be a lot of fun, too. You would challenge the writers a little bit to think outside the box. What can we do with Ghostface when he's not just running around anywhere outside outside during the day? That's the only time you're safe. When the sun goes down, you're fucked. Ghostface is coming out. Why not? It could be fun. Fun way to spin it. I just want a new spin with every movie. If they give me New York again, I'm worried that they're just going to do the same thing as 6 again. And I don't want that. I love 6, but I don't want the same movie again. They did it. They did the New York thing, or the big city thing, I should say, which I'm happy with. I didn't want a too New York gimmicky movie, which I'm happy we didn't get in the last film. Give me something like that. Cool. Spring break setting in Miami, but I need new characters as well. I can't just have the core 4 going out there and being like, yeah, we're partying with all these strangers we just met, and oh shit, one of them killed one of our friends. The core 4 they're not that dumb, you know? we got to address these characters like they are real human beings at some point. So I hope that it's not just a vacation thing. That's too much of a stretch in my opinion. But Hollywood Guy, thank you for the $2, my friend. I really do appreciate it. I'm down for a tropical setting. I'm not against it.